News at 10 starts now.
At 10, breaking news in Windsor, a massive fire breaking out on West Street, the multi-town effort by firefighters to battle the blaze. And in Hamden, an early morning shooting has left one person dead and 3 others injured, with the shooter still on the loose. We spoke with the state police to get the latest on the investigation. And with New Year's weekend coming to a close, we're taking a closer look at crashes across the state, plus how busy police were keeping the roads safe. The Fox 61 News at 10 starts right now. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Samaya Hernandez in for Carmen Chow tonight. Well, we begin with some breaking news out of Windsor, where fire crews were battling a fire that broke out at Grimshaw Tree Service on West Street. Here's a look at that scene from the Windsor Locks Fire Department, who responded along with other departments. Locals telling us that thick smoke could be seen for miles. We're still waiting on exact details on how much damage this fire did, as well as how long it took to put out. We'll bring those details to you as they come into our newsroom. Our other top story tonight, police are searching for the suspect in a triple shooting that left one man dead in Hamden early this morning. State police say troopers were called to Route 15 South near exit 60 for a report of a gunshot victim inside of a car. The driver has been identified as 23-year-old Adrian Lopez of Bridgeport. He was pronounced dead at that scene. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner has more.
This is not how any family wants to start the beginning of a new year. Now, this exit, it was blocked off earlier this morning. You can see that the scene is clear now, but the investigation is still well underway.
And obviously, we want to provide closure to the families.
A phone call no family wants to get.
We want to know what happened and make sure that those that committed these crimes are taken into custody.
State police say they arrived near exit 60 in Hamden with the local fire department and a medical crew just before 2:30 this morning to find 23-year-old Adrian Lopez shot dead in his car. 3 other people were inside that vehicle. One person is in critical condition, another stable with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers are still searching for the suspect.
With this incident, it was, as we believe, an isolated incident, so there's no threat to the public at this time.
State police say that investigators are tracing their steps of the night before.
I know there's a lot of legwork to find out hours even before this happened, where they were located, who they were with, and those types of things.
They are asking for the public's help as well.
Looking for any witnesses that might have any information, anybody who was in the area that might have their vehicle equipped with dash cam.
To give this family closure. In Hamden, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
New tonight, New Haven police say they're investigating 2 separate shootings. Police say a 44-year-old New Haven woman was found shot just before 7 o'clock Friday night on Ferry Street. That same night, 27-year-old Ernie Negroni Feliciano was found shot on Saltonstall Avenue around 10:30. He was taken to the hospital but passed away yesterday. Police are still investigating both shootings. Give New Haven police a call if you have any information. Police believe a missing Stamford man's disappearance could be suspicious in nature. They're asking for the public's help. 63-year-old Errol White's red 2002 Explorer was found on I-95 South Saturday with his phone, keys, and wallet inside. He was last seen by family members in Bridgeport Thursday night. Anyone who saw his car Thursday or Friday is urged to call Stamford police. All right, switching gears here, let's get a first look at your forecast. Fox 61 meteorologist Sam Samperi joining us tonight. Sam, it certainly doesn't feel like December anymore outside.
No, not at all, Samaya, and Happy New Year. January 1st, look at it. It feels like, looks like April out there. We had high temperatures in the 50s. 63 Willimantic, I suspect that sensor, that looks a little bit off, but 59 Groton, New London, 56 in New Haven. Very warm. These temperatures have dropped off into the 30s and lower and middle 40s now. And a couple of sprinkles around, but not really doing much. Just some clouds, a little system going on by. and see some clouds off to the west. But it's going to be this storm that bothers us by the middle of the week. But for now, this evening and overnight, we're going to have partly cloudy skies. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 20s and lower 30s. I know you don't see upper 20s, but I do think some of these cooler towns might get down there. And tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies and another warm day to start off the first full week of 2023. I can't believe I'm saying this. Highs reaching the upper 40s to around or just over 50, and the wind will be lighter than it was today out of the west-northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, coming up, I will detail some rain chances for the middle of the week and potentially record warmth to possible snow all within the same week. I'll have all the full details coming up on your Fox 61 7-day forecast. Samaya, get ready for big swings in the temperature department.
All right, Sam, thank you. Well, new tonight, we're tracking multiple car accidents across the state this New Year's Day. Starting in Woodbridge, a driver is dead after crashing into a utility pole. Woodbridge police say it happened sometime before 10 last night at the intersection of Route 69 and Clark Road. That person was pronounced dead on scene. Police are still looking into that crash. In Hartford, there was a crash between a tow truck and a sedan. The two women in the sedan both had to be taken to the hospital with serious injuries. That happened on Main Street near Dunkin' Donuts Park. The tow truck driver wasn't taken to the hospital, and officials are still working to figure out just what happened. In Colchester, 3 men, all between the ages of 19 and 21, are in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after they collided with a tree on Route 16. That happened around 10 o'clock last night. A fourth 20-year-old in the passenger seat was also sent to the hospital with less significant injuries. Connecticut State Police are asking anyone who may have seen that crash to give them a call. Well, between December 30th at 8 o'clock in the morning and between December 30th and 8 o'clock of this morning, Connecticut State Police report that they received 2,789 calls for service. They dealt with 191 speeding violations and arrested 21 people for driving under the influence and responded to 169 accidents. Of those 169 accidents, 2 were with serious injury and 14 involved minor injuries. Well, a new year means new laws are on the books in Connecticut. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro breaks down some of the biggest measures taking effect this year, including the erasure of certain criminal records and new fees for the trucking industry.
The ride into 2023 is not looking so smooth for heavy trucks as Connecticut's highway use fee goes into effect January 1st. The so-called truck tax is imposed on certain carriers up to 17.5 cents per mile. Democrats tout an expected $90 million per year the measure will generate to help fix roads and bridges. But Republican opponents worry costs will be passed down to consumers.
It's not going to be paid by the motor carriers. It's not going to be paid by the truck drivers.
All the states around us are already drawing from these trucks.
The new year also means a clean slate. Starting January 1st, thousands of people in Connecticut will have low-level cannabis convictions automatically erased. Another New Year measure is set to erase other misdemeanor and lower-level felony convictions from the criminal records of eligible residents. The governor's office expects the automated erasure system to be fully implemented during the second half of 2023.
People who have not reoffended for a long time face tremendous challenges as a result of having these convictions on their records.
It almost seems like we're giving more rights to some of the folks that were doing bad deals.
Other new laws taking effect boost the salaries of state lawmakers and ramp up lead poisoning testing and intervention efforts.
For more information about the laws taking effect in the new year, you can find this story on the homepage of our website, fox61.com. In the studio, Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61 News.
Thank you, Angelo. And if you're heading to get some gas, you might see a slight increase in the cost to fill up your tank. This is the retail gas tax starts getting phased back in beginning today. Drivers will pay 5 cents per gallon this month, and that number will continue to increase by 5 cents over the next few months. On February 1st, you'll pay 10 cents in the gas tax, 15 cents by March 1st, 20 cents by April 1st, and you will eventually pay the full 25 cents by May 1st. That law was passed during the special session back in November, and there was some other news in there as well. Lawmakers voted to continue free bus service through March 30th. They added $75 million in funds to the state's premium pay program, which provides bonuses to pandemic essential workers. Lawmakers also added about $30 million to the state's heating oil assistance programs, in particular the low-income household energy assistance program. A consumer alert about your electric bill. Starting today, Eversource and United Illuminating customers can expect to pay about $80 more a month on their electric bills. This decision causing outrage across both political sides when it was announced back in November.
To sit there and say, well, we're not really responsible for that. We're going to just take our $1.2 billion and distribute it out to shareholders and to senior managers for doing a great job. Seems to be a bit insensitive given the moment.
Connecticut's families just can't continue to experience unaffordability at every turn.
But before you see that first electric bill this month, there are some things you can do to help preserve as much energy as possible, starting in the kitchen. Eversource recommends letting food cool before you put it in the fridge. Hot food can throw off the temperature inside and cause it to use more energy. You should also check to see if your dishwasher has an eco feature. Experts say most newer models have one, and you can select a more energy efficient cycle. And as we enter the winter months, look for any places where you can eliminate a draft, like windows and doors.
They're all inexpensive. You can do it. It's easy. It will save you at least $100 this winter, if not even more, if you just do a few things.
Energy supply prices change twice a year, and this rate hike should last at least through June 30th. We have much more coming up on